of us have had some issues with car problems and batteries, and it could be a huge inconvenience to be stranded somewhere with a dead battery. Here to give us some tips on batteries is Typhoon Motors expert Adam Lupus. Hi, Adam.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, well, before we get stranded somewhere, what are some tips you can give us on battery maintenance?
Battery maintenance. There's several things that you can look at as far as the battery to see if there's maintenance on it. The biggest thing that you want to look at is the actual shape of the battery. What you want to look at is make sure the battery is not bulging, it's not leaking. Make sure the terminals are tightened. Make sure there's no corrosive buildup around the terminals, and as well check the fluid levels.
Okay, fluid levels. Now, how should they be? How can you test them?
On each battery, it's a high and low level marking located on the side of the battery. And what you can do is physically look at it and see where the levels are at.
Okay.
And if they are a little bit low, you can either add battery water or distilled water.
Okay.
Never add tap water.
Never add tap water. Why is that? Minerals?
Tap waters have a lot of minerals in it, and it reacts differently inside the battery, and it causes your battery actually to deteriorate a lot quicker.
Okay. Now, what is the lifespan of a battery, and should you change it every so often, or should you wait for there to be problems?
It depends on the vehicle, how old the battery is, so on and so forth. But average lifespan here in Okinawa, with the climate changing and everything else, usually about 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
So should you automatically change it every 2 years then?
Depending on your budget, you can. However, if you notice that your battery is getting sluggish or some other type of issues, you might want to get it checked and determine if it is the battery or not.
Okay, so say I had my car died and I got it jumped and it seems to be working fine. Should I still bring it in to get it checked?
Yes, we recommend that you get it checked. A lot of problems that we have here in Okinawa, people put the wrong size batteries in the vehicles.
Okay.
Usually the battery's too small to accommodate the vehicle. So if you bring it to us, we can do we can check the battery and determine if the battery is the right battery for your vehicle.
Okay, now we're fortunate here to live on a tropical island. We don't have the cold winter problems with cars. So what about the summer though? We have the AC on all the time. We've got the stereo, we've got the iPod charged in the charger. Is that a problem? Should we?
Actually, with the hot weather, it takes a lot out of the battery. If the battery exceeds over 95 degrees Fahrenheit or above, usually the battery tends to deteriorate a lot quicker. As far as the AC and the iPod and all that stuff connected, usually doesn't have a problem. However, if you do have a large stereo system and too many accessories, it could drain the battery if you have the vehicle off.
Okay, all right. So say we go on a long trip and we're leaving our car here, we're taking the summer off and we're going back to the States. How often should we have a neighbor come and check it?
You should have it every few days, at least start the vehicle, let it run for a little bit. Depending on the condition and how old your battery is, average probably about 3 weeks. The battery should be stationary, sitting there, and it should be okay.
Okay.
If it's an older battery, you might run into some problems.
Okay. And you also offer some car care tips. Can you tell me about them?
Yes. Every few months we have car care workshops here at Typhoon Motors. Mostly they're advertised on either our website or on Facebook.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you. For more information on car care tips, be sure to check out our website at mccsokinawa.com. Stay tuned, right back with more MCCS TV.